And I invite you this morning, if it's okay for your body, to come into something that's a little more stretchy than just your seated cross-leg position. So I'm choosing the double pigeon just to open up my hips a little bit, and so that it's making a little bit of noise, increasing my awareness. And when you've had enough on one side, you can switch. So maybe doing double pigeon where your one foot is on the knee, or you could do a cow face pose, or you could do a butterfly pose. Change it up a little bit just so your body notices something different. And when you've found that spot, take a moment and find your breath. Taking in a big breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. Find your sit bones. Notice where they are underneath you. And grow your spine with the inhale towards the sky, filling every nook and cranny of your lungs and the vertebral spaces with breath and space. Growing tall, stretching towards the sky. Take in a big breath and an exhale. And if it feels comfy, flip your palms up to the sky in a receptive position. Take a pause and notice once again how you feel. Make any adjustments. And my invitation today comes from the podcast that's going to come out tomorrow. I did a podcast with the woman who taught my yoga teacher training, and we're still connected. And we talked a lot about the transformation that happens with yoga and yoga teacher training. And she said this funny thing about how someone in every yoga teacher training like changes their whole life. But when we did ours, in particular, leaves their job or changes their career, she did not think that that was going to be me. And she talked a bit about why that happens. And so why that happens is this idea of um, reconnecting to your true essential self. And so that's my invitation today, is this idea of pausing and reconnecting to your self once again, and to your inner self, the part of you that isn't clouded over and covered by what you're supposed to do or what other people think. And it's the permission to look inward and see what's going on without judgment. And that doesn't mean you actually have to change something. For many people, it's simply deciding you're happy where you are, or letting go of the dissatisfaction. Or for some people, it's seeing that there's a whole other side of them that they haven't explored, or maybe they're ready to explore. And so as your palms are open, taking a moment here to just notice what's in there that you may have not noticed. Breathing in through your nose. And out through your mouth. And once more in through your nose. And out through your mouth. And I will say that one yoga class is not really enough to have that whole epiphany and done within a sense of safety, which is what happens when you're doing a yoga teacher training, which is 200 hours. But it got me thinking about this idea. It's that slow, repeated sort of sense of marination. So it could be doing yoga every weekend for a year, could be doing a retreat where you show up and you slow down. And not only are you doing the yoga, you're asking questions when you're relaxed and when you're calm and when you're breathing. And so my invitation, even within an hour, is to invite that as well. Calm your nervous system. Ask yourself questions. Notice what feels good and what doesn't. Notice what comes up and what doesn't. And so taking in another big deep breath. an exhale. And notice your hips. And if you're on one side or the other, switch sides. Being kind always. Readjust and settle back in to notice once again. Taking in a breath and an exhale. And bringing one hand to your heart and the other hand to top, checking in, going inward. And thinking about this idea of connecting to yourself. What do you know? What's clear? Or maybe even just noticing that there might be something in the way, something that you're hiding from or choosing not to notice or choosing not to connect with. And even if you're not ready to see it, just knowing that it's there. Or is there a gnawing sense in there of something that you might like to shift or change? Taking in a big deep breath. And another exhale. Notice your hand on your heart. Notice the palmar surface and all 5 fingers. Notice the top hand on the bottom hand. Pausing and noticing how it feels. Connecting to your hands, to each finger on the top hand, connecting to the skin on the bottom hand. And pressing top hand on bottom hand, pressing bottom hand into the heart space. Noticing the skin to skin, the pressure. Envisioning that oxytocin releasing around, giving you permission to be creative and open. And tap into your higher, wiser brain, not the one that reacts, but the deeper, truly wise. Breathing in, gifting yourself more calm, physiologic calm, and oxygen. And exhale. And switch your hands, put the other hand on the bottom. And notice the sensations, notice the difference. It's a practice of noticing. Notice the chest rise and fall with each breath. Notice the breath coming in through your nose and out through your mouth. And take a moment just to check in, noticing what you do know, not what you don't know yet, or what you wish you knew, but what do you know? Any messages there? And we'll bring our hands together, rubbing them, creating a little heat and energy and movement. Potentially it's movement forward or just movement, or maybe it's simply rocking in the mud to nudge yourself loose from some stuck space. And bring your thumbs to your sternum and your finger pads to the sky. Press your fingers together, each finger pad together, and notice the skin of your fingers, bringing all 5 fingers to touch and the palms to touch, pressing into the palmar surface, setting your intention for today, whatever it might be. Perhaps just to notice, maybe it's to explore, maybe it's to be open to this idea of something shifting. Or just getting to know yourself again, connecting to yourself. Is there some part of you that hasn't been seen in a while? Breathing into all of that pressure in the hands and into the sternum. And a long, smooth exhale release from the lower hands, and open your eyes. Let the light in. Shrug your shoulders up, pinching them to your ears, squeezing as tight as you can. Rub your occiput into the shoulder muscles, inviting tension. And exhale, release and melt. Taking a moment. Bring your right hand to the ground, spread your fingers wide, and reach your left arm up over the right ear. Bend your right elbow and enjoy the entire left side body. Let little pockets peek out that haven't been seen in a while. Breathing in, creating space. Exhale. If you have room, gaze up over the left shoulder or towards the left shoulder with kindness, noticing how far you want to look and looking up there. One more big breath. Notice any tension or tightness. Exhale, create a little more space. Press into all 5 fingers on the right hand on the palm and switch to the opposite side. Land your palm, land your fingers, root your right hip down, stretch and enjoy. Breathe in. Gaze over that right shoulder gently and notice what you see, paying attention. Notice what you feel here. One more breath. Let the exhale be a release. Press into that left hand, coming up right. Bring your arms out to the sides. And we're going to wrap them in front, right elbow under left, palm, thumbs together or palms together if yours come together. Coming into eagle arms. Close your eyes, press elbows against each other, and enjoy the tension and the release. It's kind of both. Exhale. Inhale, lift your elbows up, drawing your attention to the shoulders and down to shoulder height. Inhale, lift up. Exhale to shoulder height. Press the elbows against each other once again. Notice what is happening. Is it in the shoulders, in the chest, in the pecs? What do you feel? Exhale. And lower your elbows from neutral this time and notice what happens. Round as far forward as is okay for your body. Release your head into the cradle of your hands. Your hands may even touch your forehead. And take a moment here, checking inward. Even if it's uncomfortable or you're not used to it, lift up to neutral. Untangle, pressing arms into space. Spread your fingers wide, creating space. Pinching the scapula, noticing energetic shifts. Unsticking. Squeezing fingers, everything engaged, relax. And switch sides, left elbow under right or right under left, whichever one you didn't do. Shoulder height. Close eyes once again. Press the elbows against each other. Inhale, lift up, fill your self with breath all the way into your belly. Exhale, lower to shoulder height. Inhale, press arms against each other. Exhale, release. And fold forward here from neutral, not lifting up, a little different. And notice the round and the intercostal spaces and the upper back. And maybe the waist. Lower your head into your hands or as far down as you can. Filling and breathing. Inhale, lift elbows up to shoulder height and untangle, stretching wide. Wiggle your fingers, let them be loose and light. Face your palms forward, draw your shoulders back, let your heart shine forward. Pinch your shoulders together backwards. Notice the sensations. Drop your chin to chest. Notice. Chin back to neutral. Bring your arms in front like a big beach ball. Draw your crown of your head towards your palms. And open wide. Let your heart shine forward. And round forward. Suck your navel all the way back. Interlace your fingers. And you're going to reach your arms up to the sky together. Flip your palms to the sky. Have a shimmy. Grow tall. Exhale, tip leftward. Root your right hip down, stretch your right side body. Inhale, come to center. Exhale, tip rightward. Inhale, come back to center. And do that once more on your own pace. Exploring and noticing. Come back to center. Exhale, lift rightward. And come back to center. Slight arch back. Round forward, suck your navel all the way back. You might be noticing your arms here, or maybe it's just me. Lift up, gaze up. Chin back to neutral, open your arms to the side, clasp them at your sacrum, interlace them, shoulders down and back. Open your heart, drop your chin to chest, let it feel good. Breathing here, filling every nook and cranny, and spending a little bit of time just noticing. And lifting chin back up, untangle. And we're gonna untangle our feet here and stretch your legs out to a wide angle pose. You can be on a block or not, and have a little shimmy. Find your sit bones, root them downward. Sit up nice and tall. Flex your ankles, spread your toes. Notice your sit bones. Feel steady here. Bring your hands behind you onto your fists. Pick your hips up and slide forward a little more. Let your heart shine forward. Breathe in, fill your chest with breath. Close eyes if you can and just notice the sensations here. Bring your hands in front, walk them forward. Hinge your back here and let the energy run up and down the legs. Wiggle your toes, spread them wide. Relax and point them. Let the energy move and flex your ankles towards your knees. Walk your hands back up towards you. Find your belly and your center and your root, and you're going to reach your arms up to the sky. Have a little shimmy. Twist leftward, and right hand comes to left thigh. Left hand comes behind you. You might want to block behind you if your arms are short, or press fists into the earth. Grow tall here. Remembering that twists are spine lengtheners. Inhale, grow tall, and exhale, twist a little more. Gaze over that left shoulder, looking at the view, noticing what you see. And I invite you to close your eyes. As I think back about yoga teacher training for me, I close my eyes a lot. I get a lot more inner information. And maybe even being quiet. You'll hear Diana say in a podcast that I was super quiet in yoga teacher training, which is funny because I'm not quiet. But I was really in that absorbing mode. And yoga for me is really about absorbing and going in. Inhale, press your arms up. Twist all the way to the right this time. Left hand on the right thigh. Plant your right hand behind. Grow tall on the inhale, as tall as you can. Root to rise here. Exhale, gaze over your right shoulder. Let it feel amazing. Blow it out. Look at the view. Inhale, press into the right fist. Press into the left hand, into the right thigh, growing tall. Gaze at the view. Notice what you see. Whatever it is, wherever you are. If it feels better, close your eyes or leave them open. See what feels good to you. We're all different. Come back to center. Bring your right foot into the left inner thigh and find your sit bones, find center once again. Inhale, both arms up. Twist leftward, and you're going to wrap your left hand into your right hip crease, and your right hand will come to the outer edge of your left thigh somewhere. And enjoy this twist / wrap. Let your head relax. Your neck is soft. Breathe in. Fill every nook and cranny, especially the back right ribs. Exhale, fold a smidge farther forward. Point your toe and flex it as far as you can. Spread your toes wide. Release them. Remembering that settle is significant. Untangle the left hand. Bring it back towards the front. Sitting upright, your right hand will come about 18 inches behind your right hip. Plant it and coming up to Wild Thing, stretching, rolling wrists, ankles, enjoying. Plant into that right hand. Spread your fingers wide. Grow tall, root, and stretch and rise. Reach the left hand up to the sky. Wrap it into the right hip crease. Roll your shoulder open and gaze upward. Coming back to a seat. Reach both arms up to the sky. Twist leftward. Right hand comes to the outer left hip. Your left hand will wrap once again and gaze over that left shoulder once again. Untangle, come back to center. Switch sides. Left foot into the right hip crease. Find your seat. Reach your arms up. Twist leftward, wrap in whatever wrap you've got here. Spread the toes, relax. Twist a little more. Point and flex the ankle. Notice what's happening. Close your eyes if you can. Go inward. Taking a moment to be the quiet one, the one who's taking it all in. without judgment, maybe with curiosity. Slowly sliding up, untangle, bring your hand behind you, lift up into Wild Thing, stretch, reach, roll. Wrap that right arm into the left hip crease. Gaze up, roll your shoulder back. And come back to a seat. You reach your arms up, twist, and come back into that twist. Just let it feel good here. A little bit different. Sliding up, have a twist upright as well. Let your back enjoy all the different twists. Bring that right shoulder back a little more than usual. Gaze and grow tall. And we will come back to center. Bring both feet together into that butterfly pose. Let it be as tight a butterfly as feels good to you. It might be a diamond or it might be a tighter butterfly. Decide what feels good. Grab toes or ankles, lower knees to the earth, towards the earth, I should say, and let the energy in the inner thighs shift. Close eyes and just notice. Notice potentially the discomfort. In the discomfort is where the shifts happen. Let yourself discover. Root into the earth, grow tall. Letting things move and shift, listening. And we'll open eyes and stretch your legs and flip over to hands and knees. Let your knees be a little wider than usual. Tops of the feet on the earth. Take a moment to curl your toes and let your toes be on the earth. Just noticing what happens when you flex your ankle. It's a little bit different. Find your belly, find a flat back. Untuck your toes. Reach your left leg long onto your tippy toe and raise your left leg to hip height, a little below shoulder height. Notice where you're steady. Reach your right arm long, stretch as long as you can, roll wrists and ankles. Find your center. Close eyes. Notice where your center is. If you don't want to close your eyes, you can ignore me. But I think there's good information there. Elbow to knee. Stretch long, reach long. Elbow to knee. Stretch long, reach long. You can bend your left knee, reach your right hand towards the back and enjoy a thigh stretch if that feels good. Release. Lower your toes, lower your hand. Drop your heel to the right, come into a gate pose. Reach your left hand to the sky. Stretch it over. Find steady. You may want to kickstand your right foot here. Reach your left arm over, and we're going to raise that left foot. Come to a balance pose. And just notice. Lower your foot. Lower your hand. Lower your knee. Come back to child's pose. Stretch. Let it feel good. Plant your forehead. Coming up from child's pose, slide forward into Sphinx pose. Let your heart shine forward, plant your hands, gaze forward. Send some love to your lower back. Hang out here for 5 breaths. And notice your hips, anterior hips on the earth, tops of the feet. What else is touching the earth? What messages might your body be sending you here? What does your body know that you have stopped listening to? Notice your palms and each finger on the floor. Maybe press them into the floor one at a time. Press your palms, your elbows, your forearms. Let your heart shine forward a tiny bit more. When this feels complete, curl those toes, press back. to child's pose with your toes curled this time. Undo the back. Come back to tabletop. Uncurl your toes. Stretch your right leg long. Onto your tippy toe. Inhale, lift up to a little below hip height. And make sure your hips have not gone all wonky. When you're ready, reach your left hand long. Find balance. Find steady. Stretch. You might even close your eyes. See if you can balance with your eyes closed. Open them. Elbow to knee. Stretch long. Elbow to knee. Stretch long, long, long. Elbow to knee. And stretch once more. Lower your hand, lower your toe, drop your heel. Come into gate pose. Gaze up if it's okay. Roll your wrist if it's cranky. Reach your arm over the top if that feels good. Kickstand your foot for steadiness. Raise your right foot. Come into balance pose. If it feels good, you can bend your knee, stretch your thigh. If you can reach, if you can't, no judgment. Just enjoy it. Release. Come back to tabletop. Find steady. Curl your toes and lift up to downward dog. Take some time here. We often think of downward dog as the pose we do to get somewhere else. And one of the things that I really truly remember about yoga teacher training is that there was a day, I'll say she made us, but the invitation was to stay here for a really long time. It ended up being 15 minutes. And I learned a lot because you keep wanting it to end. She didn't tell us it was 15 minutes at the outset. So part of it is when you don't know and you sit in, you have no idea what's happening. What do you learn? What does your body let go of? Remember to breathe. And if you can, close your eyes here, allowing the shifts, noticing your lower back. And you might woggle a little here. You might lift up on all tippy toes, reach your hips to the sky, press back into your hands. Notice your fingers, your palms, lower heels. Release your head. So much you can do upside down. Bend one knee and press the other heel to the floor. Switch sides. Come back to center and stillness. If your wrists really hate this, you can use 2 blocks. Takes a little pressure off your wrists. You can also use fists. Remember to breathe. Notice. See if you can allow the shifts rather than try to control them here upside down. Taking head, releasing it. Five more breaths. It won't be 10 or 15 minutes. Just 5 more breaths. Noticing your shoulders, your fingers, your chest. The craving to wiggle. Last breath. Here. Won't say last breath ever. Ground into the the right foot, the ball of your foot and your toes. Raise your left foot to the sky. Take a moment to square yourself here. Roll your ankle. Foot is extended, point and flex. And gently bring that foot between your hands. We're going to come into a low lunge. If you want blocks here, you can use them or not. Decide what feels good to you today. And decide if it would feel good to raise your arms or keep them on your front thigh. And take a moment here to really find the spot that works for you. Anjaneyasana or low lunge is a funny position. There's all kinds of spaces and places, and more is not better. Sometimes less is better. Sometimes blocks are better. Sometimes arms up is better. Play with it. Most of you come to yoga a lot. So let this be a practice of noticing what your body wants and craves, relearning the messages, reconnecting to yourself. Bring your hands to heart center. Press the thumbs into the sternum. The palms are together here. Noticing each finger, press the thumbs into the sternum. Breathe. Maybe close your eyes. Notice what happens there when you close versus open. And as you're here a little longer than you feel like you should be, dropping inward, noticing what you're hearing, feeling. Lower your hands to the floor, earth. Bring your left hand to the inside of the left foot. We're going to come into lizard pose. Roll onto the outer edge of that left foot and opening your groin. Lots of the uncomfortable today. Pause here. If you want to get on your arms and really stretch forward, you can. I like to stay up. My body likes that better. And notice if you want to rock a little or stay perfectly still. What would work for you? Without judgment. And notice if you started to hold your breath. Stop holding your breath and breathe. One more breath here. Bring your left hand to the outside of the left foot. Bring it back to center. Curl your back toes. Come up to that high lunge. Coming into the easy twist. Enjoy your left rear end and glute. Roll your wrist. Come back to the earth, both hands on either side of your foot. Steady your back foot. And we're going to walk up our left thigh, coming up into a high lunge with arms in the air, balancing. Noticing the tips and the wobbles. Bring your hands together, interlace your fingers, point your finger to the sky, engage that right glute. Gently tip leftward a centimeter or an inch, not too far. See if you can close your eyes and still stay steady. Come back to center. Opening arms out to the side, reclasp them at your sacrum. Interlace shoulders down and back, heart open. Drop your chin to chest. Come back to center. Hinge halfway. Come back to center. Release your hands, reach them up to the sky. Open them, twist leftward, right hand comes forward, left hand comes behind. Come back to center. Bring your hands back to heart center. Back to the earth. Straight your front knee into a long pyramid. There's a B. Reach your right heel towards the floor. Let the energy shift. Noticing it. Hey. Come into a short pyramid. Notice the difference. Hop your back foot forward to meet the front foot. Come into a forward fold. Lift up all 10 toes, lower them down. Drop hands and unroll all the way to stand. Letting things readjust. Reaching arms out and up. Palms will come together. Drip them down to heart center, all the way to the earth into that forward fold. Inhale for the half lift, hands on your shins. Exhale, forward fold. Step back to plank. And pause here. Shrug your shoulders in plank. Release them. Shift your weight forward and release it. Lower down chaturanga to the floor in whatever way feels good to you. Untucking toes, you can come into up dog or low cobra, you choose. Lower down, and we'll meet in down dog. Here again. Hanging out here a little longer than usual as well. Finding your breath. Breathing, enjoying. Gifting yourself time and space. I also think that's one of the things that I allowed myself to do in yoga teacher training, which I don't usually do. There's a lot of time of just being in silence, which is hard for me. Not a silent retreat, but a lot more slowness. 5 more breaths. Ground into the left foot. Raise your right leg to the sky. Point and flex your toe. Roll it around. All the things. Square your hips. Gently bring your foot between your hands. Come into that low lunge. And take your time to readjust. Hands on your thighs or in the air. Notice what feels good to you. And attend to that left hip. Maybe close your eyes. Notice if you tip one way or the other when you close your eyes. Notice your front knee isn't leaning medially, laterally. Where do you naturally fall? Reach your arms up to the sky. Notice. Breathe. Lower hands to the floor, to the inside of the right foot. Come into lizard. Spend a little time here to be kind to that left knee that's speaking up. Roll onto the outer edge of the right foot, coming into that lizard. Let your pelvis open here. Remember to breathe. Come back onto the sole of the right foot. Walk your foot medially. Find steady, and you're going to curl your back toe. Come up to that high lunge. Plant your hand, twist into the easy twist. Gaze at the view. Reach your left heel back, and send some good thoughts to the right hip and rear end. I know that's funny. Roll your wrist. Lower your hand. Re-steady your feet. Find your core and walk up. Right. Reach your arms to the sky in your high lunge bounce. Interlace fingers, pointer fingers to the sky. Close eyes, find steady, gently tip rightward. And if it's too tippy, open your eyes. Come back to center. Open your arms, bring your hands behind you. Clasp that sacrum, heart open, drop your chin. Notice here your toes. Are you gripping? Notice whatever's happening for you. Reaching arms back to the sky. Lower them to the earth. Come into that long pyramid. Straight legs. Let the energy move. Perhaps lift up the front toes and lower them. Notice your right knee and maybe lock it and unlock it. Notice your back knee bend and straight. Hop your back foot forward into a short pyramid. Notice resistance. See if you can allow things to shift. Give permission, let go of control. Notice what you hear when you sit in silence. One more breath. Bring your back foot forward to meet the front foot. Reclasp your hands at your sacrum and allow them to fall forward. Release your head and neck. Bend one knee straight, the other twist towards the straight leg. And opposite side. Come back to center. Juicy knee bend. Let your hands fall forward. Bring your hands to your sacrum. Let them run down the back of your thighs. Engage your belly and roll upward. To stand. Letting things integrate. We're gonna come into dancer pose. You can do it with a railing or a wall or nothing, you choose. Plant into the left leg, lift up your toes, lower them down, bring your right knee to hip height, slide your hand over and bring your heel to your rear. This might be your dancer pose. If you want to raise your left hand, do that. If you want to tip forward, do that. You choose. Remember to breathe. Come back upright. Bring your hand back and lower your foot. Shake it out. Letting it all go. Plant your right foot. Lift up your toes. Lower them down. Root downward. Raise your left knee to hip height. Find steady. And draw your heel to your rear end. Pause to find steady each time. Don't rush to get the hand in the air. Enjoy the release of the left thigh. And reach your right hand to the sky. Enjoy it. Grow a little taller. Tip forward into dancer or a dancer that you enjoy. Kick your foot into your hand if that feels good or not. Come back upright. Lower your hand, shake it out. Pause in mountain pose or Tadasana for a moment and just see what's happening. Reconnecting to yourself. Asking any question of yourself that comes to mind. Listening to what you hear. Noticing if you smell anything. Notice what you feel. And open eyes, notice what you see. And we'll slowly make our way to lie down. You can have knees bent or not. Choose what feels good.
Notice what's on the floor. Take a moment to waggle your knees if they're bent, or waggle your feet if they're not. Come to stillness. Bring your knees into your chest. Give them a hug and rock. Massage your back all the way to tipping point on either side. Come to stillness. Uncross your feet. Bring your hands behind your thighs. Raise one leg to the sky. Flex your ankle. One knee is bent. Point your toe. Flex your ankle. Point your toe. Lower that leg, whichever one it was. Hands behind your thighs separately, not holding them together. And raise the other leg. Flex and point. Flex and point. Two more. Flossing the nerve. Bring both knees together. Squeeze as tight as you can in a ball. And lower your feet to the earth. Bring arms overhead. Knock your knees. Drop your knees to the right. Left knee reaches all the way forward. Let your spine twist, release. Gaze over that left shoulder if you wish. See the view. Notice your heart here. Close eyes. Feel it. You might not want to feel it. You might notice when you close your eyes. You'd rather think or focus on something else, but take a moment to feel. Bring your knees together and your gaze back to center. I should have said that. Knock, kneed, untangle, being kind. And drop your knees to the left. Your right knee will reach towards the front. Gaze over the right shoulder if that works for you. Close eyes if that works for you. Notice any resistance to connecting with yourself, your feelings, anything you don't want to see or don't want to own or acknowledge. It's easier to avoid. So it's usually not easier to avoid. But our brain tells us it is. Come back to center, gaze to center, knees to center, have a waggle. My new word for the day, apparently highly technical. Untangle. Bring your feet in line with your hips. Walk your heels towards your rear end, palms on the floor. Lift up into bridge pose. Shimmy shoulders underneath you. If you could clasp your hands underneath you, do that. Lift your hips to the sky, reaching as high as you can. High, 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 high. Lift up onto your tippy toes. Hips reach even higher. Lower heels. Untangle your shoulders and lower down. Pause here. Notice. Bring one knee into your chest, holding the shin. Stretch the other leg long. Roll your ankle. Hug it in. Move your belly out of the way. Hug it tighter. Bring your hands behind your thigh. Reach your heel to the sky. Flex your ankle. Your toes will come to your nose. Heel reaches to the sky. Hamstring presses into the hand. You'll notice a little shaking. Press, reach, shake. Everything engaged. Point the toe. Flex the ankle. Press the hamstring into the hand. Let it shake. Maybe you're not shaking, but I am. Bend your knee. Lower your foot to the ground, release your hands. Bring your arms overhead. Your knee is bent. Drop your knee to the right. Come into a reclining tree, fallen tree. Ooh, I like that. And enjoy this tree. Let your branches be however you like. They might point to the sky. They might be spread out. They might be a T. Close eyes. Bring your hands down by your thighs. Draw your knee back into center. Bend the other knee towards it. Hug it in all the way. Get it, your belly out of the way. Stretch the opposite leg long. So you're on the opposite side. Let your hip fall into the socket laterally. Let it rock. Enjoy it. Wiggle toes to get out any kinks. Bring your hands behind the thigh. Extend your heel to the sky. Ankle flexed. Hamstring presses into the hand. See if you can invoke shaking. Point the toe. Flex your ankle, toes to your nose. Press your heel to the sky. See if there's more shaking. Have fun with it. Bend your knee. Release your hands. Bring your foot to the floor. Come into the reclining tree, fallen tree on this side. Let it feel really good. From here, find your scapula on the ground, find your belly. Engage that left bent leg or whichever leg is bent, and you're going to bend the other knee, bringing it to meet it. Soles of the feet come together. We're coming into butterfly pose or Supta Baddha Konasana. Your arms are overhead right now. Pause here for a moment. Notice how it feels. Notice your toes. Notice the soles of your feet. It might feel different because we got here different. Notice if you need to adjust your sacrum or your hips, taking a moment to connect with yourself here. When you do things differently, it takes a moment to reconnect. And sometimes there's learning there. Always there's learning. Bringing hands down, one hand to heart, one hand to belly. See if you can switch it up. Do the opposite of what you usually do. Notice the belly and the chest rise on the inhale and fall on the exhale. Bring both hands to belly, making a diamond around your belly button. Taking the listen, notice the notice. Bring your hands to your outer thighs, bring your knees together, and come into Shavasana, whatever way feels good to you. Grabbing props or no props. And allow yourself to soften in. Let the earth and the mat beneath you hold you. Taking in a big, huge deep breath. And a huge exhale. Letting go of control of the breath. Letting go of control of the thoughts, muscles. Allowing yourself a few moments here to fully rest, restore, surrender, and being with yourself.
Gently begin to deepen your breath. And if you want to stay, stay. Take your time. Slowly wiggle fingers and toes if you want. And stretch in whatever way feels absolutely delicious and delightful to you. Roll over to one side and pause. Pause to collect your thoughts. Collect the parts of yourself that are so mushy, they're hard to find. Sending yourself some love and kindness and compassion for this journey of being human and this journey of life and whatever you might have learned connecting with yourself today. Maybe it's just that you'd like to do it more, or there's something there, but who knows what it is. Or maybe you don't even know if there's something there. Pressing into your hands, slowly make your way up to a seat that's comfortable, whatever it looks like. It could be back in that double pigeon if your hips would still like a little more attention. It could be just in an easy cross-legged. Your legs could be long, you choose. Wherever you are, bring a hand to heart, another hand to top. Taking a moment to connect to yourself. One more intentional moment. Breathing in and out. Take a moment to connect to everyone else here, virtually, our community, enjoying a deeper connection to both yourself and others. Thank you all so much for practicing with me today. May you all have a beautiful day of reconnecting to yourself, deepening your connection to yourself, to others, to nature, to sunshine, whatever it might be. Giving yourself space and time to allow, or maybe setting an intention, setting aside space to be with yourself, whether on your mat or under a tree each day, short bit, long bit. Take it in a big, deep, collective breath together, pressing in your hands to your heart. And a huge exhale together. Have a beautiful week.